Hello and welcome to the 14th annual Hope Springs Holiday Tour of Homes in support of the Hope Springs Cancer Support Center. This year we'll be taking you through 5 beautiful homes that have been decorated exclusively for this year's tour. And a little bit later, we'll talk about how Hope Spring contributes to our community. To start the tour, we're going to introduce you to a home that backs onto the magnificent Grand River.
I love doing this house tour. I've been doing it for 13 years as a volunteer, and I look forward to it every year because it's an early ramp up, but it gets the excitement going and it's for a good cause, so I think that's my favorite time. The decorations are beautiful. They're a collection of my husband and mine for probably over the last 20 years. And we just love putting everything together, and we've had the help of Maggie Bard, who's a decorator, and she's helped me put everything together. It's a big house and there's a lot to do here. Our favorite room is the Muskoka room. We call it the Muskoka room because it's basically a 3-season room, and it's got, the wood-burning stove and the stone walls and the cedar ceiling and walls, and that's really our favorite room, I think. I think the decorations I like the best are the tree that's actually right behind me, because it's sort of a family tree. It's a collage of 20 years of decorating collections, and nothing really is, it's not all gold and silver. It's a mix of colors, and it's very sentimental. So every time we look at the tree, we'll see, a few pieces that the kids have given us or people have given us, and they have a special meaning. There's so many memories in this house. Getting together with all the family and just enjoying the Christmas spirit, enjoying the house, because we do have it decorated early every year, and there's lots of time to enjoy it. It's special for us. We, as a family, love the pool area. My husband and I especially enjoy it when we're alone. We swim every day, great exercise, very therapeutic, especially in the winter, because there's a garden, so when there's a snowstorm outside, I can be out, weeding in my garden. It's just a lovely, tranquil space, great for me to do yoga in, and we just love it. As a family, we love it. We use it a lot as a second living space. The reason we like to participate in this event is because it helps Hope Spring. People that are sort of in shock after finding out that they've been diagnosed with cancer, and they really don't know where to go, and it's very confusing, and sometimes you're not able to really comprehend the whole issue that you're dealing with. You can go to Hope Spring, and there's all kinds of resources. Also, the people involved there have generally been through something very similar. So there's help for anyone from children, men, women. Sadly enough, you have teenagers as well and young women. So there's special programs. It's a wonderful facility.
about a 100-year-old home. My wife and I purchased it just over, was it a year and a half, and then we decided to reno it. So gutted the house completely, and we kind of made it our dream home. So we did everything we wanted and add the room on for these little guys and a couple more, and put I don't know, everything we kind of wanted into it and designed it our way. And we love the neighborhood and the area, friends close by. And just it's great to live uptown with a big yard and can walk anywhere we want, and we just love it. It's just a great time of year. I don't know, everybody's seems a little bit more happier and is getting excited for the holidays and spend time with family. And my wife always makes fun of me because I turn the Christmas tunes on pretty much right after Halloween, but it's a nice time to spend with family. The tree upstairs in our master bedroom is kind of cool with the frosted snow and the colored lights. It's really nice. We're very honored to be able to be a part of it when they asked us. Everybody's had somebody in their family or friend who's experienced cancer, so it's great to help out in a way like this where people can tour around, see the homes, and the great job that all the volunteers have done, and we're just happy to help out.
Since 1995, people with cancer in the Waterloo region and the surrounding area have found information, inspiration, and empowerment at Hope Spring Cancer Support Center. Their programs and services are confidential, free of charge, and open to people affected by cancer in our community. The annual holiday tour of homes helps to make all of this possible and kicks off the season, reminding us that with the holidays comes hope.
Well, Hope Spring is a community-based organization that focuses on providing resources for individuals whose lives have been affected by cancer. We have a number of programs and services that we provide at no cost. Everything is free of charge here, that deal with various aspects of cancer, the psychosocial aspects of cancer. So whereas doctors and oncologists deal with the disease and tumors, we tend to focus on everything else. So the physical aspects of cancer, the spiritual and emotional aspects of cancer. So to that end, we offer programs, things like yoga, Reiki, reflexology that deal with the body. We have programs on things like nutrition, which help to sustain an individual who's trying to cope with cancer. But we also have a variety of services that deal with things like meditation, relaxation, We have courses of music and art therapy as well. And we don't just focus on patients, but also their caregivers and family as well. So everyone is welcome, and we do try to provide an environment that's non-clinical and welcoming, and really is designed to help an individual as they go through their cancer journey.
What we've done here is basically created more of something that's already amazing, and what we've done for the tour is just accentuated what's already here with some sparkle and accented with the colors that are already existing in the home with some of the surfaces that are here. Copper is a big part of the look here, as well as whites and a touch of silver. So we've incorporated those three colors and a bit of black in there too. So very classic colors, historical colors with a twist. We've brought a modern edge to it. I think the room that we all kind of gravitate to is the one that we're in right now. It's the basement. It was recently renovated, and it's done in a way that is cozy and intimate, and there's some great elements in this room. You don't feel like you're in a basement. And of course, there's a great movie theater here, and I think just the additions of the Christmas decor that's in this room really brings a great ambiance to the space, and it's a place you don't want to leave. I feel like Christmas is a time where you start to feel more thankful for things, and it helps you to kind of take some time to think about that. But mainly it's about the love of Christmas, of course, the love that happens, and just a reminder that we're very lucky to be living, in Canada, and have great homes to live in, and a roof over our heads, and especially when we have the weather conditions that we do. Hopefully we don't have it quite as bad as we did last year, but certainly the tour helps with that as well, especially thinking about people that have been affected by the disease, and so it's a good combination of all of that to be able to bring it together with this event. I think a place like Hope Springs is a necessity in the community, and it's a fun way to be able to contribute. People have been coming to this event year after year. It's personal for me too. I mean, I've been touched certainly in my own family. My husband has been ill in the past. He's doing great now, so that's really good. But not everyone's as fortunate to be able to get through as he has, and for me, being able to take part in it, it's a lot of work, but it's well worth it.
Our style in this home is a bit of a French bohemian with a touch of country, traditional, modern. We go a bit into every direction. So the decoration started with working with red and white, which are very Christmas traditional color. And we added the black just to push a little bit of the modern touch to it. And naturally burlap and a natural element are very hot this year. This is the new item that we can find everywhere. So we wanted to keep the house very natural, very homey, traditional with a touch of unexpected.
Always loved a great room. We have 16-foot high windows and the decoration and being able to see out in the backyard. It's a stunning room.
My favorite room, that is very difficult to say because each one of the rooms that we've done have such a different flair. Naturally, from this venue, from this landing, we can see the great room below, and it's an unbelievable view with the family tree, which has all our ornament that we have been collecting over the year. You're going to find in that tree some of the children ornament, and they are very cherished. When you go into the dining room, it's very traditional, it's very warm. You really feel like you're going to have a great feast, even if dinner is not that great. The powder room, on the other hand, is a little bit disappointing and unexpected. And I'm going to keep that a surprise.
My favorite time about the holiday time and Christmas is family and celebrating. Obviously this year we're going to celebrate a lot longer now that the house is decorated in October and the first part of November. But yeah, it's a time of year when we can get together and we basically have an open door policy in this home, and people drop by constantly right through till Christmas and after.
I think that the home has turned out very well. We did a lot of really interesting things that you don't see in the typical Christmas setup, so it's very interesting and different. For example, on the table setting, we integrated fur onto the table, so normally you wouldn't see that in a typical table setting. Layers upon layers upon layers. It's not a place where you could actually sit down and eat, but it's great for the show. We went right over the top, and I think it really shines. everything is very over the top. We think that more is more in this setup. We put a Christmas tree in the shower, which is sort of different. We don't have a typical Christmas tree at all in the home. Normally you would see, of course, the traditional Christmas tree, but here we just did small trees throughout the entire space. My favorite part about Christmas is just the feeling that you get. You know, we started this whole project in early October, and I've had that warm, fuzzy feeling inside ever since then. I skipped right over Halloween and went right into Christmas mode. So we've been listening to Christmas music and all the twinkle lights. It just brings back that warm excitement feeling inside, like when you were a kid. I was really excited to be a part of the Hope Springs tour because it's going towards a great cause. It was a lot of fun, and we had a lot of fun doing it. We were able to really make the place really shine for everyone to come in and walk around and see.
Driving up to the house, it's beautiful. It's very homey. Shirley's made it made us feel very at home in doing it, giving us that free rein of what we need or want to change. It's just a very beautiful, well laid out house and easy to decorate.
The homeowner's house sort of lent its theme to a classic vintage look, and we decided that we'd go with a color scheme of sort of soft pinks, a little bit of purple, and taupe to go with that, especially within the flowers and the decor.
My favorite piece probably is the tree behind me. With that vintage feel and just the greatness of the tree walking into the great room, I think it just sets a presence.
I would say two of the things that are my favorite in the house is the fireplace mantle has this wonderful marquee sign of joy written on the house, which has a nice sort of religious feel for the homeowners who helps express their faith. And the dining room where I'm standing in here is really a nice reflection of the work we do at Pink Poppy Events. Number one thing that is important when you're decorating your home for Christmas is to remember that it's not has to be perfect. It doesn't have to look like a magazine. It should be something that reflects who you are, your values, and it should be a fun experience, an expression of who you are.
I think maybe pick a theme and stick to that theme, as well as a color palette. That way you're going to get that cohesive feel through the house. Christmas is probably my favorite time of year. I probably start to decorate the day after Remembrance Day. And I like to change it up. I like different themes as well, but I try and keep it cohesive. I have 2 kids, 1 grandchild, so Christmas is a fun time. And it's a good time for family and friends.
Thank you so much for joining us for the 2015 Hope Spring Holiday Tour of Homes. Until next year, happy holidays.